visibili unomnium et invisibilium
et in unum Dominum Iesum Christum.
Hello guys, welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today we're going to talk about, this week I want to talk more about Protestantism. I'm gonna talk about whether any military unit can be run as a Protestant or Protestantism. Whether there's anything in reality, that you can say resemble Protestantism, and I mean anything that's you need to function. Anything that you need to be function, like military, expect military to function to be able to achieve its aims and objective, function smoothly without any problem, or any organization to function or without any problem, or even inter-organization. You know what I mean? Today we're going to look at whether military can be run as a, as Protestant, like the way Protestants, the way they run, whether you can run it on the military. And the answer, when you look at it, you're going to know that is no, you can't, because Protestantism is about, it's not about order, and it's not about structure, because Protestantism doesn't have a doctrine, no, there's no core doctrine in Protestantism, or there's no catechism. If you go on the internet now and type what is the catechism of Protestantism, you're not gonna find anything. What you're gonna find, maybe one particular denomination, their catechism. You know what I mean? But you go to Catholic Church, you go online and type Catechism of the Catholic Church, you will find it. And the catechism, when you find it, is you see a glimpse of what people believe about, or how they practice, or how the structure of that religion. But in Protestantism, there's no core doctrine. The only thing they agree on is that the Catholic Church is wrong and they are right. And that's why you have thousands of Protestant churches. We don't call them churches because actually they are not churches. They are gathering place, those that claim or might have the same mind, they gather to read the Word of God, or even to worship God in an improper way. You know what I mean? So, but they still worship God and they read the scriptures in those churches. Some of them have turned into, different stuff that's not even Christianity. Because when you look at it's the fruit of Protestantism as well, because we see like these people, they call them Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses, and some of them like that, they have already, you can't call them Christian anymore. But their founders were claiming to be Christian. Even their members today are saying they are Christians. And let me circle back to the issue of it can run a military like a Protestant. The answer is no, as I said in the beginning, because military need a structure, they need authority, they need leadership. But when you see in Protestantism, the leadership they have there is not like military, because now if you disagree, if any member disagree with the leadership, they're gonna form their own military unit, like they're gonna form their own church. And you cannot run these military units in a country cannot run that way, because they have to have a central command where all these units should function, under this one central command, even though they have different stuff they're doing, or different careers, but they still have like a centralized authority. They still have somewhere you can know that this is the right thing to do. This is what, if you're in this country and you're military, this is the rules you need to follow. But in Protestantism, there's no rules. It's an individual interpretation of the Bible, because the only thing they have in Protestantism is the Bible and the people, and because they don't want structure there. But they always face problem in this kind of a thing, because now you are not most of the time, if you are breaking away from another Protestant church, now you have a burden, a big burden, for forming a church, a so-called church, because now you're gonna look for human beings. You're gonna advertise yourself. You got to attract people to come to your church. This burden for only solely on you. But for instance, if you're a Catholic, the structure is already there, because Jesus have already set it for you. It's just for you to be part of it. You know what I mean? You don't have this burden on your own, because the burden have been shared. The structure is there, but now you're on your own. You're gonna find accommodation there, or where you're gonna build your church. You're gonna think about whether your children or your friends will be able to maintain the church when you're not there. You see a lot of trouble that comes with this kind of stuff, and you cannot run Protestantism as military. You know what I mean? Yes.